for stuff to pop up, because it takes a second or two for stuff to pop up. There we go. Now we can share it. Oops. Copy that link. Yes, girl. All right. Where am I? Here. No one ever goes here. Like, no one. Um, that's always amazing to me. Um, and so here we are, in the Everfall. Okay, come on. You know you can do it. You can do it. You can do it, phone. Well, I don't know why it won't. And one last place. All right. Let me paste it there. Paste, paste, go. All right. So we're here in the Everfall, or that's where we're going to go. And I actually have my Brady guide out, and I'm using it because we're going to like check off the chambers that we go to since I don't know them anymore. It's so sad. I don't know them anymore. I don't know, I have a general idea, but when I want something down from down here, I look it up. I actually use the wiki, and I'll go there, and when I was going through on my main account, I literally had a pad of paper, pulled up the wiki, and then went to every chamber. And I did it again when I started on the Switch because, of course, a year had gone by, and because at that point I was interested in farming things down here. There's some really good armor, some decent weapons, some other things that you can find from the merchants if you're into collecting things that are down here. Plus, it's a variety of monsters. And if you're not really sure how, you've survived Grigori, and which is the big red guy, the big red dragon, the epic fight, and now you're like, what do I do next? People always say, well, I beat the game. Well, you beat Grigori, but then there's this whole other area called the Everfall. And before Dark Arisen ever came out, this was the place. Hey, Photon. You're at the Ravens game. There's a true devotee. Hey, Andres. And so I thought, I had just checked in with all my girls on PlayStation, all my accounts, looking to see. And Barahir completely finished. Her bestiary is done. And really, thanks to viewers and thanks to people who use mages, Shadow's bestiary is just about done. I think she's missing Golden Knights, so I'm going to have to, like farm those, which is basically going over and over again to the Black Abbey. And, you get a couple and you get a couple and get a couple. Because I don't really know how many I'm missing for her. It could be two, it could be 100. I really don't know, and I haven't really looked. I just know that in her bestiary, that's all she's missing. So for people that say mages are, you know, she's she's pretty popular, and she does a good job, and she always comes back with, hey Slayer, she always comes back with good rents. So I'm pretty happy with her. But I thought I'd take her along because I haven't used her much with Gem. um, she's been used with Kate, obviously, because kind of my original, what I used to play with every day was when it was Kate, when I was just Kate was my alt, was Barahir, Kate, and then I used a mage called Runa, and then I made my own mage accidentally. It was going to be a build video, and then it ended up being a full-fledged mage, and she's done well for me ever since. So the key is, of course, that you're logging into the game, you're looking at your pawn's inclinations, and if they get like kind of wonky, that you're changing them. And I've made videos on how to check them and then where to go change them. So I'm not going to really talk too much about that. So Kate's missing something very specific that isn't in the Everfall. She's actually missing Griffins, which I find hard to believe because, this is, yes, this is my official playthrough on hard. But I literally played through the game, and then when I got to a certain level, all I did was hit the button, go to hard, and then the game automatically, what it does is it starts you over. You don't get the benefits of going into New Game Plus. And so I played all the way through hard, switched back to normal because my brain was all about let's just get a ranger to level 200 and not worry so much about other stuff. And that's what I did. And then one day I checked because I thought for sure that I'd beat Grigori on hard, and I hadn't. I don't know how that, didn't happen, but it didn't. Oh well, stuff like that. I spent all my time on Bitter Black, basically. I did not really focus on going down in the Everfall, and so I think if I look here, and I picked her, to play on simply because, let's see, travels. She's missing a third star in Grancis. She does have everything, I think, for the Everfall. I've got to find it. There it is. But I sometimes you can never figure out what that third star is. I have stood at the miasmic haunt at night, waiting for her specifically to say, "Hey, I see the little fireflies, and I've gone during the day, I've traveled at night." People have given me all sorts of suggestions as to what it could be. I've taken her with me on another account with a low level, like level 2 pawn through areas that I thought maybe I might have rushed. I can't figure it out. I'm certain if you see unfamiliar location, that's the Duke's Manse. I've never done that quest on this account, mostly because I hate doing it. So that might be it. The fact that I haven't gone there and that affects her, I think that's odd, but it could be. And so it may be one of those where yeah, I know, right? And yet, Barahir has it, but I actually think it has to do with the Duke's Manse. And there's a place you go stand, and I can't get to it because you know, I've never gone in there, even as like taken the quest, like done the whole quest line on this account, where you're with the Duchess at night, and then get the uniform, stepped into the Duke Manse, stepped out, or even run up there and like grabbed whatever I had to grab. I just because I don't care all that much on an alt account. I just don't care all that much. And I mean, it was a big deal for me on my main account because that's the one I wanted my platinum on. So I did it. But here, not so much. So I've stopped worrying about it, because people can look and go through the list. And if they've been in the Duke Manse, they'll see she has 3 stars for going there. So I do have to thank several people whose names are now have just flown out the window for me. I cannot think of them. I feel silly. But they got Kate a lot of her 3rd stars. I'd asked people at that time, it was last year. Well, actually, the year before. So it was like September, October of 2018, and I'd ask people, "Hey, I need her dragged around. She needs stars in this." And I'd ask people on GameFAQs, and there were some really, really nice people, and whose names I recognized from PlayStation 3 days that took Kate around. So I'm very grateful to them for doing that and got her a lot of her the things you get early game, the goblins and things like that. So I thought, you know what, Gem is missing a lot of stars because again, I've played through and then have gone to New Game Plus. So I'm in New Game Plus now on hard, and also Gem is on New Game Plus hard, and I'm not gonna. I thought if I just leave Barahir at home, like to have a vacation, that'd be good, and I'll just take Shadow instead. Because again, like Gem hasn't been with Shadow all that much. I mostly, when I played as Mystic Knight, whoops, I just didn't really. I think early on I took Shadow, and then I dumped her because I was taking a Sorcerer instead. So she hasn't been around too many magic users. Well, me, but that I don't know. Not the same. So we're going to go down here. And like I said, I have my Brady guide out as opposed to having a tablet out or my notebook with like, check, we've been to this chamber, check, we've been to that. Exactly. That's what I mean. Say what you will. Say what you will about it. That's the place if you put in a like a heartfelt request. And mine was I don't need anything. Please don't. I don't give me any gifts. Just I want, this is what I'm missing. If someone wouldn't mind helping me out. And I was really really pleased because I the person who helped me out, they had two alts. So they took Kate on both, on their main and their alt, and they had a ranger and they changed their ranger because of Kate, and I was quite pleased to hear that positive feedback from someone I really didn't know, and I was like tickled pink, really tickled pink, and I was like, what can I offer you? And they were like, nothing, I don't need anything, it's my pleasure. And I thought, how nice. Yeah, and that's how I'm always able to tell. So that's how I'm always able to tell where people spend their time. So she's a perfect example. Gem is a perfect example because I did all the main quests, of course. None of the side quests, none of the collect so many of this, kill so many of that. I did none of that. I kind of rushed through to get where I needed to go so I could get to Bitter Black. And I can always tell because this is what you see. You see like a bestiary that looks a lot like this. Everything from Bitter Black, like 3 stars. You know, and everything from Grancis, not so much. And I haven't looked because someone did just take her out, and a bunch of people returned her. Yeah, and see, she's missing the same thing that Kate is, which is hydras and archhydras and griffins. And the evil eye thing, that drives me nuts because, we fought the evil eye. Um, because you can go in the Rotunda of Dread and fight an evil eye over and over and over, so, God. And I'm just not looking it up. I'm just being stubborn, actually. I'm not looking it up. Okay, so here's one of the merchants down here, and I think I've bought stuff from him.
And so this pond lingers, that the meager offerings I've collected may serve future. Choose as you will, sir.
And so I do like to look over what he has, because if you haven't been to Bitter Black, a lot of this stuff is stuff that actually, if depending on the armor you have, you might want some of these things. Not all of these things, but let's say you don't have, you can't get at Fornival. You got him found guilty. So Akeem will sell you, like, he doesn't sell you the unlimited stock, but he will sell you some, and I think he restocks after 5 or 7 days, like kind of like Barack on Bitter Black. So he sells a lot of useful items, and same thing here. A lot of these jewels, things that we find on Bitter Black readily. But back in the day, these were kind of special things. I don't think he sells. Let me look. Yeah, he doesn't sell the light one. And he doesn't sell. Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't. So I always tell people, hey, do check out the merchants. Do come down here, because if you're not sure if you're ready, if you can make it through this, and I'll tell you something. I am not the best at getting at this places. So here's the first stop, and I always look. Okay, so Chamber of Absence. So you're going to have to pardon me while I'm going to look through my book here, because I want to get through all of them. And I'm not going to look at what the book, my Brady guide, what's the word I'm looking for? What's in each one, because I'm not farming anything in particular. I'm just going to kind of, check them off as I go. When I do come down here anyway, when I'm not pregame, where are you? Chamber of Absence. I don't see it in my book. I know this book isn't the best. Let's be honest. It's it's quite um, dated. Are pages sticking together? No, you can hear the pages turn. I hope. Um, oh, there we go. It was something stuck there. Chamber of Fate. That's one you come down to from Bitter Black. But most people don't bother with anything else. So, and I'd never memorized the order they were in. So you're going to have to pardon me. This is one area I just kind of come down and fight whatever's in there. There it is, Chamber of Absence. So we'll just put an X there next to many X's. Actually, I have different symbols for different people that have been down here over the years as I check them off. But like I said, when I came down here in earnest, I Hey Pam. Up, I'm down in the Everfall. There we are. All right, awesome. So a lot of times this is where you're going to find stuff. Okay, let's get rid of these guys. I, I mean, you can probably hear the hellhounds going at it here. Okay. Yay. We're going to use the stairs. Let's see, are there any chests up here? I've obviously been down here before because the map isn't just opening up. So, like I said, when you're looking for specific stuff, this is a place to come, but look up the chests. And because so many people have come down here, this is one of the most well-mapped areas. Yeah, that's why I just, the doggos are going to come around the corner.
We have triumphed.
As if I need more wake stones, but, hey. Oh, that's the guy that was blasting us before. Aw, you could hear him plop over. Alright, and as usual, I check everything out, but I am here to tell you that if you're looking for specific armor sets that are like Everfall armor sets, let's say you're not really happy with stuff or maybe you just don't want to wear some of the armor that you find, because a lot of people don't. They prefer to wear some good armor that's like different looking, and the Everfall can offer that. There's a lot of good, cool armor sets down here. Dark Lorca is like one of my favorite Rangers outfits of all time. I just love how that looks, and I love it with the assault boots and like the Oblivion gauntlets and the Siegfried mask, and you kind of look like near Automata. I think that's how you say it. Okay, nothing else down here. Alright, so one down. And some of these chambers, by the way, yeah, you can. I'm on hard mode too. So you can. And with those wake stones, like if you're wanting to go to New Game Plus, this is I'll tell you what. I came down here even on my main account, and I farmed the bejesus out of this place. Looking for wake stones, looking for stuff in the armor chest. So, okay. and getting lost, because after a while the rooms all look the same in a way. Because most of us only come down here to the Chamber of Fate, you know, for the bitter black stuff. Or for some people who don't have New Game Plus, they're forced to come down here to fight the online year or offline year. I don't. We're not going to go to the Chamber of Lament. That's where the Year Dragon is, because I can access that from Starfell Bay. So I'm just going to jump and go to the next wherever. Don't be surprised if I splat. I think we've all splatted here. So now, where are we? We are at the Chamber of Apprehension. I love all the names of these places too. It's like a catalog of like sadness. There's some nice ones too, you know, but a lot of it's like apprehension and, you know, I'm waiting for like doubt and fear, but they do have like hope and things like that. So, and the monsters down here, again, you can find a lot of them in the Rotundra of Dread, on Bitter Black, all consolidated into one place. But, you know, there's things down here. If I remember, there it is. Like, I can't even tell you how many of those I sold for cash early game. So, it's an emotional place. And this was, I'm telling you, this was the bomb back in the day. I just spent so much time in here on my PlayStation 3 before Dark Arisen came out, you know, trying to level up and everything else, going in and out of, well, I went to New Game Plus so that I could go in and out of the, let's see what's here. Gotta wait for stuff to pop in. There we go. Cockatrice. Okay. Wait for the pawns to notice. Go, Gem, go. Thank you, Shadow. And that's why I took her, because yeah, and that's another reason. That's why I've got. Okay, there's. Oh, look at that! It petrified a goblin. That's hilarious. Okay, they're gonna morph in and out here. Oh, look! These guys all got petrified. If you ever wanted to see what something petrified looked like, the goblins got petrified. That's great. I'm gonna grab that though. We get everything? Alright. I know down here stuff disappears really fast, too. You have to, like, snatch it up or it's just gone. Alright. I'm gonna grab that. We'll grab that. I mean, before the Eternal Fairy Stone, if you remember, you came down here to farm Fairy Stones, too, because, God, you didn't want to buy those. There's one. Any more? So if I was a good girl, I would know where all the chests are again and all. But I even on the Switch, I remember coming down here and going like, yeah, this is just this. There's nothing else in here. Yeah, I'm gone. Some of these go to other places and they'll be lit up. You'll see, like, you'll see sort of torches by another doorway, and from the other places you'll see like almost another place to go, and you can get really turned around in here. That much I remember about coming down here. Alright, I have no idea where I am. We're just going wherever. And of course, we've all done the jump and then ended right back up where you started. You're like, really? Really? You're going to make me do that? Where are we? Map. Chamber of Tragedy. All right. I'm Xing them out as I go. So let's see. We had apprehension, absence, da 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 da, and this is tragedy. Oh boy, just so happy. This is my happy place. Okay. And I'm not looking to see what bosses are in there or anything because the Brady guide is wrong in a lot of respects. So there are things anyway. Like I said, the wiki has everything updated, tells you the chances of what's in what chests. You know, like if you're looking for something specific. You can spend, like, the Dragon Roar, that's the scarf, and Dragon Blood rings are down here. But the Dragon Blood ring is also on Bitter Black, but you have to be able to get to that. And so if you're not at that point in your game, then this is the perfect place to come and try your luck. And I do remember a friend telling me, hey, I spent 30 minutes down here just Godsbaning for the Dragon Roar. And I was like, ooh. So I went looking for it, and I found it, and it popped for me right away. I didn't have to Godsbane for it. And I told him that. He was not happy. But that's kind of like Bitter Black, too, you know, when you get something, you know, you get it. It's RNG, you know, and it can... There's one. Aw, poor Gem. There's rare materials down here, I hear something. And the only one I'm going to walk out of, well, we'll give it a whirl. Oh, I hear it. And we've got wraiths, too. And that's another reason I took Kate. Or, I mean, Shadow.
What's that? What's this?
All right. Okay. There they all were, just singing and resting. Resting and singing. And a gargoyle. So there's a quest, like kill X amount of gargoyles. I always take that one. Yay me. Alright. What's in here? Another Sinistone, okay. Yes. Whoa! Oh, you were the guy I thought I killed. I guess I didn't. And number 3. So there's a quest for, like, kill 3 of them in Grancis. I know where 2 of them are, right in Grancis. And I usually just rest to get the other one. But the ones you kill on Bitter Black count towards that quest, so... Oh! We got 4 this time. But of course, you know, if I had that quest active, I'd get like none or 2.
I wonder what's inside. This looks interesting.
So I was helping someone out the other day and saying, you know, in the community, talking about, like, they asked, gee, in New Game Plus, do the items in the chest get better as you start, you know, in Cassardis and move through the game. And no, they don't. They stay the same. Or sometimes there's like two things in one pile. So the first time you go through, maybe you get rusted daggers. The next time you go to a weapons pile, it's a rusted longsword. Things like that. But generally speaking, like in X chest in Soulflare Canyon is silk or argents or, you know, other rare materials perhaps. And you can look those up too to see, but it's not where you're spending a great deal of time godsbaning for it, mostly because it's like a one or two off, and then you're kind of done. And so, and there was no other place to go, right? Let me look at my map, make sure. That's okay, so that's not an exit. Ooh, that's an exit. Is that how we came in? I think it is, isn't it? See, I get turned all around in here. So we didn't go upstairs, that's right. We came in from down there. We didn't go upstairs because I shot at that gargoyle that was up here. There's the rift. You could see it right through there. Which, by the way, if you look through Damon's chamber, you can also see a very similar effect. So the rift is right outside. There's your sunlight or moonlight or something. They just pulled something out of a chest. But there it is. There's two faces right there as well. Not sure who they are. I can't tell. Again, a lot of times the sculpted faces are somewhat androgynous, so it's, from here, looks like a man wearing a, you can see him right there. Two of them, and I don't know what's on the other side. That's pretty good. I haven't ever seen it that clear. We must be having a nice day, and who's on the other side? Pretty cool, huh? Oh, their hands are beckoning to you. Come home to us. Alright, what's in here? Okay. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people don't bring their pawns down here. They're not interested in watching it or anything. And it's along the same lines as people going through the main story. I mean, you'll see a lot of people who are brand new to the game, and they'll start streaming and they'll start the story. And a lot of people get the game, and when they're playing it like off to the side, they actually have pulled up either somebody's stream or the episode. Most people, because in between there's a lot of traveling, and for myself, I can let me make sure. Is there any place else to go here? Let me look at the map. No. Oh, there's an exit. Ooh, where does that go? Oh, I can't get through to it because that's a dead end. Okay. All right. So I guess when the devs built this, that was my opinion always, that when they built these, they're all kind of the same, and then some of them let you into, like, further into chambers. And I can't think of the one that I go to, but I have to, it's got the tentacles in it, and then inside the main area, I don't think it's Fate, but it could be. Ugh, so annoying, huh? So most people, they're like, yeah, I don't really want to watch this. I can do this. Same with main game, like the main stories. Most people just want to see the episode. Hey, how did you beat what was there? And where did I can find it on my map, you know. And veteran players have put down, like me, I have port crystals everywhere. And since I've gone to New Game Plus, then I get more port crystals that I've put as the maximum amount that I can, because the game only allows you X amount, and it used to be a lot less even. It used to be just be, and I think this might be Lament. Nope, I'm back in the same place, because if you saw I jumped up. Okay, I'm back in the same place. I want to go down there. I think that's Lament. Oh, I didn't splat on it. Usually I splat. I think this is Lament. So, for those of you that don't know, Chamber of Lament. This takes you to the Ur Dragon. And when I was leveling up this character, I was in post game, but I wasn't in New Game Plus. So this was the only way I could. Yeah, I splatted on that beam to try to get to the Ur Dragon. Well, I wasn't in post. I was in post game, but not New Game Plus. So this is where I had to come. I was forced to come this way. And if you fight the offline you're forced to, you can go in there, fight the offline Ur, and if you don't get them in one go and you leave, you have to port out and then jump back down again. Because if you leave and come back in, he doesn't like respawn. I know the online Ur won't either. You have to literally jump down, fight your fight, and if it's in grace, you're forced to, and you don't get it while it's in grace, like on your first go, then you have to leave, port up, jump back down, and I kind of stepwise down. I didn't do it this time, but I have I kind of did. I just kind of know what it looks like, so I kind of know, like as I'm jumping down, okay, I'm almost there, I'm almost there, I'm almost there, and then I get there. But it just behooves you to go to New Game Plus. All right, so now we are at Chamber of Fate. Look at that. So I did do my usual jump down. So this is the place you come for Bitter Black stuff. So I do like how they tied the main game to the DLC. Because otherwise, if you think about it, the DLC is almost, you know, I can check off Chamber of Lament even though we didn't go there, because I'm not going to fight the offline Ur, and I'm certainly not going to fight the online Ur. But if you think about it, like this place here and a couple other places, they tie Bitter Black to Grancis. Otherwise, and a lot of people do, once they hit Bitter Black, they just never, ever, ever come back to the main story or anything in the main story, at least of all the Everfall, because of the jumping bit that you have to jump. So I never know what I'm going to get when I go in here. Bitter Black one, you're going to get 2 fire drakes. We haven't been in here in a while. Hello. So I'm not sure what I'm going to get. I'll wait. All right, just 1 rather than 2, and just a regular one too. See how his health isn't nearly. Yes, he roared, but he isn't nearly. Okay, so the birdie's got to go, because otherwise it's a lot of that mess. Oh. So we need to get away from this doorway. But this guy will dragon forge you, but he's not a dire drake. He's just a drake. He doesn't have nearly the kind of health. He roars and does all of that, but he doesn't have nearly the kind of health that the guys on Bitter Black have. But he's equally nasty with the headbutts and everything else. I just hit him in the head, that's all. That's why he ended up... Alright, Kate. No, because it's just... He's just a regular old Drake. He's just your basic Everfall Drake. He's not a... You know, he's not a... No disrespecting him, but he's just your basic Drake. He's not a dire Drake. When you get the 2 of them down here, and you get their health, you don't get to kill them this quick. No way. They put up a huge fight. You're basically running for your life because you have 2 of them. So it's like being in, you know, Spar Yard of Scant Mercy with 2 of them. But this arena feels bigger. So now let me see what I drop. Congratulations. All right. So your basic Drake, just basic, super simple. Let's just wander around here, see what we get. Now remember, I'm not bothering to look up each and every chest that's down here in the Everfall. And again, a lot of them hold special items, you know. But again, if you're interested in those special items, just look them up. You know, and then you could see what all you get. All right, so all gone, nothing else down here. That's it. That's a Chamber of Fate. And I think we came in, is this the door we came in? Yep. Let's see what's over this way. I think I can get out this way. Why, yes, a further room. Well, this is good because Gem needs them. She needs these guys. Again, I didn't spend much time on Grancis. Fighting them. So I'll let her. Hurry. And I didn't take Barahir, who takes these guys out like without even thinking. As to Shadow. Well, what do we have to pull down? More harpies? I wonder. Oh, cool. I always like the music down here. It's the same. A lot of sameness. I hear them fighting them off. All right, let's see what we got here. Eh. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, hard mode and speed mode? Yeah, that I did that already, platinumed on my place on my main account here. And you're right, the Switch doesn't have it. All right, another Wakestone shard. I wonder how many I've picked up. How many do I have? Ooh. Let's see. Let me give that to me. And that should make a Wakestone. Perfect.
Treasure, perhaps?
Well, I do, but I keep everybody in the light blue area. My girls are basically, so they are not super tall, and they're not super short, and they're not super heavy either. In fact, Kate, out of all of them, is my smallest, weight-wise. She's my smallest, and I've kept her there. Um, Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. So for me, what I need done is I'm on hard mode because I want the hard mode trophy. That's all. Um,
I'll take that.
and on the Nintendo Switch, I want what I want is to get to level
What's
200.
that?
But when on my main, like, oh God, a fairy stone, really? In a goal, I hate that. That's probably one of those things that you could God's bane over, but I have no idea what's in there. But there's probably something. I know there's one place we'll go, and it holds like special bows. The one thing about hard mode is pawns that you hire, if you hire them, they get double rift crystals from you.
Interesting.
You don't, but they do. Otherwise, all the rewards are the same. You don't get any special rewards gold, but you don't get any special rewards for being on hard mode. In other words, you open up chests, if it has bitter black level 3 stuff in it, you're going to have it whether you're on normal, hard, or easy. And everybody's different what they want to accomplish. If you're going for a platinum, you have to do the speed run, and when you do the speed run, and if you were in hard mode like I was, then it's going to flip you to normal. Well, speed run was like my 5th playthrough if you think about it, and so when it switched me from hard to normal, I didn't want to do it all over again. I was on then play new game plus 5, and I really had to, I just didn't feel like doing it all over again. I didn't care enough to go through it all again, so I just stayed where I was. And then I could concentrate on my ranger, my alt. And it's the same. It's kind of like when you have an alt, you get them to where you want them to go. All right. Yep. This is the other thing here. 2 liches. This is the alternate monsters that are in here. Like, if you come here for the bitter black thing and it tells you, oh, if you enter and these guys are here, fight them and then exit. I don't ever fight them. I just exit and come back for the 2 dire drakes. Yeah. These are just Chimera. Not even Gore Chimera. Go for it, Gem. Alright. Oh, he's still splatting around. Up. Let's get that goat head out of there. Or did they say Gore Chimera? I don't know. I have no idea. Look at that frozen head. Oh, poor lion.
What's this? What's that? It's not as my view.
Yeah, and slowly, that's the only thing about coming down here is slowly you pick up all of this stuff, and eventually what's going to happen is, I think, Gem is going to get overloaded soon. Pretty soon. I can give her a few more things. Alright, I think we are done and dusted here. Way out. No, it's by the one door with the chests. You're the only one on Xbox? Ah. They've all deserted you, Slayer. I know, right? You can just go, you can actually fight the online Ur and nobody gives a damn. There. Oops, this is not what I wanted. I needed to go out the other door. I thought it was the door with the two chests. And yeah, nobody like has a heart attack or dresses up your pawns as festy, sends back your pawns with rotten food or any of the other drama that we have here on PlayStation. Oh, okay.
This looks interesting.
I guess we get more stuff. Go ahead, pick it up, somebody. Thank you.
The world we knew is but a single leaf upon a vast tree.
All right. Miss. What did I get? Where did I go? All right. We are in the Chamber of Estrangement. Okay. So many happy places down here. Oh, another one I can check off. We probably won't get to all of them because I'm really enjoying this. Because honestly, I'm in hard mode. This used to be like the toughest place. Everybody remembers it from back in vanilla. You came here, and because they would put two of something in a room, or stuff. Because let's face it, when you're going through the vanilla game, it's like long, drawn-out journeys until you get to a location, and some of them are step and fetch quests. There's not too many, but there's some. Go get me Salamit's Grimoire. Go to the Water God's altar and get slabs. And then when you get there, you fight stuff, but you still gotta fetch all these slabs. Go to the Blue Moon Tower to fetch back a ring or kill a griffin or whatever. And then basically, go to fight Grigori. That's it in a nutshell. And so we all came down here because this was the bomb back in the day. And now it's so deserted. Nobody comes down here. I did on my Switch, though. Like I said, I farmed the bejesus out of this place and got like good stuff and went, and I'm not sure what we're going to have here. Oh, fudge. Okay, so anybody who wanted to know, okay, he's out. I am hoping, because I can't see that thing up there. I think I have to climb on top of this guy. See if he'll let me. That's what I've heard you do. It's not going to happen. How have I done it before? I think I just whittled away at this one. So Gem got... Because this is a metal golem. This is actually the magic archer's weakness right here. This guy. And usually I come in here and I go, fudge. Because of that right up there. I can't get to it, and I've heard you're supposed to do all of these things. but it works basically for like I don't have like a launching thing for. All right. Thank you, Kate. Oh, you guys all saw that. Oh my God, I love my pawns. She took that one out for me. Woohoo!
I'll take that. Leave it to me.
Nice job, Kate. Whew. Oh. And if you guys remember too, you fought them because they were the only things that dropped the dappled ore, was the metal golems. I know. Well, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about, I'm going to the Everfall. You have to take a bow class with you, a physical bow class, not a magic bow class, because if I get the metal golem, am I gonna like walk in or out? Because that's what I usually do. I see the metal golem and I just go, F it, and I don't bother, unless it's trying to think where you fight the metal golem. Oh, the guys that are in the Witchwood, I will fight them, but actually I change classes. I play as a Strider and I go and, snipe everything, because I'm doing a specific quest, which is metal against metal. So I know I'm going to do that quest, and I actually just switch vocations. And then that way I take out all of the little things all around in that area in the Witchwood. And, then your pawn gets the knowledge, and you're like, yay, me, you know. Um, Well, when I started on the Switch, nobody had anything. I started from launch and nobody had anything. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what I wanted to accomplish. I also knew what other people wanted to do and wanted to accomplish. And veteran players went a lot more slowly than people who'd never played it before. Like, those people looked up stuff like, oh, how to get to level 200 in 5 hours or whatever. But the problem is then they had crappy pawns. And then they were asking for help. Hey, who's got this? Who can take my pawn here or there? Meantime, we were chugging away as fast as we could, but I had good armor, good stuff. I was, and my pawn. I'll use that because Gem's overweight. And what else does Gem have on her that she be carrying around? Let's see. She doesn't need that. I don't care about that either. Don't care about that. What else has she picked up that put her over the limit? Probably something I have. I like fighter. I know that levels up armor that I give away, so I think I'll keep it. I just don't know off the top of my head, but I remember like I started to sell those, and I found out that there was a very specific armor that I used to give away, that I still give away, that needs it as an upgrade, or it might be a weapon that I give away. All right. So we were just at, where were we? Chamber of Estrangement. I think we're getting almost to the bottom of the Everfall. Let's see where we can drop to next. Come on, let me drop. I dropped down 2 levels, unfortunately. Okay. Chamber of Resolution. Okay. So I think we're getting close to the bottom, because then they start to be like Hope and like this place and others, and I may have to, this may be it. We may be getting full up. I'm looking at everybody's, oh no, I'm not. I'm actually not. Let's see. Um, let's see. Sorry, I have to go to my YouTube channel, and I thought I went there. Whoop. Let's see. Sorry, I have to go. Oh, it's my voice. Oh God. I'm looking backwards because I missed something. Let's see. Nice cake show. I don't even pick up anything anymore in DDA. I never make warriors or play them. Fighters either. Fighters are I was never. Well, let's put it this way. So I have to make a comment. So if you want a good ranger or a good strider, then they have to play fighter and warrior. And if you want a really good strider, they have to play warrior all the way to level 200. Pardon, but the ones that just play strider from the get-go are just meh. That's what I've found. I've rented a lot of them. Gemma, please rent my pawn. And I've rented them, and they break 500, so they're in the 500, 300, but they're just meh. They're just okay. And I have one, so I know. Because on the Switch, there weren't any striders, and I needed one for my playstyle, and so I converted my own pawn way too soon from warrior to strider. And she's okay. I'd say she's meh. She's okay. She breaks the numbers, as far as like she's broken the 500 bit and 300 and 300. Just if I take everything off her, she's like right there. But, would I say she's amazing? She's good because of the augments and stuff I've put on her. So she's effective at what she does. But I would love to have 100 more strength points on her. I'd like her to be 634 or whatever, or 742 like Barahir. That's what I'd really like. And I was not a big fan of having a fighter pawn. I didn't really use them. And then I traveled with one, and I thought, they're amazing pawns. They do amazing things. And I had not really noticed it before because I never really had one. And so I made one, and I'm really happy I did because they tank everything. And they go in there, they block, and they don't really lose much, stamina. They'll perfect block better than you can. They'll perfect block like 5 things in a row. Then they Dragon's Maw, and they're amazing. But you have to build them right, and that's the key with all pawns. They have to be built right. And same with Kate. Kate, I hate this. I did it too near the door. Kate played. Oh, this is good. Gem needs these. So, I mean, I'm just gonna, let her, she's gonna tank all that. She just tanked all that stuff got it out of my way. She just took out all, granted, the undead aren't, whoa, this one's like, what? My fellow man, my fellow ogre. Just a regular one, because I said, hates the sight of women. And the other ones hate the sight of men. I'm bitter black. They're nastier. Yep, I have one too. There she is. She's been quite successful for me. I just checked on her and she just earned like she's already at 70 million Rift Crystals.
There, a stout undead. There, master. Undead warriors. Beware the blast. They are ready to split something. Soldiers like bloodthirsty cats. Wait, it's something beneath that one. Purge them with holy magic.
Probably with the stuff we're doing here, I'll have maxed out Kate once I send her back from 2 other accounts because she's already at, Kate's at, let's poke this a little.
I've climbed to its head. It is exposed after it attacks.
Oh, we'll pick that up. I don't need them.
It's interesting. I'll take that. What's this?
Nope. Nope. I have Barahir. She's at 743 strength. She's super powerful. Rips 3. She went. Oh, I ranked her up. I don't do it by levels, guys. So you're gonna have to pardon me. I don't go like, oh, I went so many levels because you can hit a level and not get the rank. So I'll do it this way. I ranked Barahir up as fighter. Then she started to play warrior because I wanted a class that was going to tank for me and run frontline for me. And then I literally left her as a warrior. She played 5 levels, I don't know when, but pre-level 100 as a strider before I went, nah, there's better ones out there. So, and I got all the way through Bitter Black with no ranger. I had a sorcerer with me and a mage, I think. Yep, I even have pictures. Wait, we'll let it blow itself up. Okay. These are the chests right here that hold... Are these the chests? These sometimes... I think these are the ones that hold, like, special stuff. And that one does too, but I don't know off the top of my head what it holds. And then I was actually going to leave her as a warrior. She was getting hired and stuff, and people said, why don't you try her at Strider? She's got high enough strength. So I did. Striders don't really need the stamina. They really don't. If you build them right, they don't need it at all. I mean, the only time I see Barahir run through any mushrooms at all is on the Gazer, and that's because I fart around in that chamber, because I like farting around. A ranger absolutely needs the stamina to run Great Gamble, if you're running Great Gamble. So, Kate was built differently. Yeah, but you play Mystic Knight, too. Oh, I feel like we were here already. And yeah, I set up Gem so that Gem could play Strider if I needed her to on that account. Lightning bolted right in midair. So Gem has like a lot of strength because that's how I built her. So she could play. Well, let's look. I like looking over at pawns anyway. So this is Gem, and she was built so that she could play Strider. She would not ever be as good as Barahir because her strength is only 690. Barahir is a 743. And this is Gem's, but Gem could do it because she's got high strength. And she could also, if I wanted to, oh, this isn't the thing I want to look at. I think it's here. So if, nope, that's not it either. Dang it. I'm being silly right now. There we go. So all I would need is I have like a 490 stamina ring that like 490 stamina, and it's got X amount of. She might even have it on. I don't know. I wouldn't find it here, would I? No, it'd be here. She might not have it on. My mate, the Arisen, may be wearing it just for laughs. No, I put the high strength ring on her instead. So 690s are base, but she's got an extra 90 on top of that. So she's pretty powerful. So 690s are base, but she's got higher strength. It doesn't show up. Oh, a little mold growing out of the buckets. Okay. You know what? I'm going to grab that. I'm going to give that to...
What's that?
Kate could probably use it. And we are overloaded, ladies and gents. The closest I've gotten is on PC, and I have a 90 strength one and a 99 strength one, and that's on my ranger. With like one has high stamina and one has high. They both have high stamina, as a matter of fact. They're kind of like the one with the lower strength has higher stamina, and the one with higher strength has lower stamina, but sure beats a ring, savior ring by a lot. Oh, look, all this fun stuff growing down here. Okay. So everything, and I know for a fact in this chest there's something else, but what it is I couldn't tell you because I'm not looking that stuff up in God's Baning for it. So, like people that say, oh, there's nothing down in the Everfall. You have to look up and find the chest number, go look it up, and then, you spend your time God's Baning in front of it. So yeah, when I got those 2 rings, I changed my Strider to a Ranger instantly. I was just like, yep, baby. So, I don't know, I'm going to have to ask Kara. I don't know if oh, that's the thing with the whatever, that helm that I didn't want. I already have. Yeah. They're growing some herb. I think we may have run out of... I'm not sure what the highest you can have. I don't think there's 100 strength. I think it's 99. I think that's it. I don't think there's 100 strength ring. But I could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. I couldn't believe it when I was actually looking for some other ring, and that's what I got. Okay. I think we are headed back. Let's see if we can get to this place right here. Oh, yeah. All right. So where are we? We are in the Chamber of Hope. That's right. So this is the last place, I think, and then that's it. Chamber of Fate. I am just knocking them out of the park. All right. Haven't gotten to all of them. Are there 14? Is that, if I remember correctly, there's 14 of them? Wait, let's count. Chamber of Hope, Chamber of Confusion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 chambers. Oops, 16, 17 chambers? Wow. Why did I think there were 14? Woo, yeah, I taught physics. I retired my math brain. Okay. Well, we'll go to this one last spot. Now, then we'll, like, port out and start at the top again. All right, undead.
Don't allow them to swarm. He looks ready to spit something. Did it. Very well.
Oh, guy blew up.
Numbers have risen.
I think Sig and I, he decided, so Sig is a friend of mine here, and he decided, hey, maybe I'm going to collect all the rings. I've kind of run out of things to do. I think I'll start collecting all the rings, you know? And then he looked them up. And he was like, holy cow, that's a lot of rings that we have to get. Because I forget how many. But I want that one, I thought there was like, that it wouldn't go to 100, that it would, the highest it went was 99. It wouldn't give you 100 though. But who knows? Alright, I have no idea what's in here. But he decided he wasn't gonna collect every ring after he saw the list. All the master rings, I think, was what he was thinking, and then he'd go for all the rest and stuff. He was like, man, I have, you know, a ton of rings, and I was like, yeah, I mean, from level 1 gears that you don't.
Skeleton sorcerers. We have tried.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I forgot you're up here.
Do not let it put you to sleep.
Yep.
Did it. May this
I know, I don't really need the wake stones, people, so I don't even know why I'm picking them up. Can't help it. Oh, hey, dude. Followed us up the stairs, eh?
before its spell hits. Skeleton sorcerer.
We must stay calm, one at a time.
Oh, more. He's like, oh man, I just saw what's coming down the stairs. I think I'll run away. Run away. Well, I'll walk away.
Strength in numbers have risen.
Well, I think, yeah, I think, you know, it's one thing to say I'm going to collect all the weapons and armor in the game, because certainly that's doable. I mean, if you're not going to collect every armor, let's just say if you have all the shadow set, like Bitter Black. If we go to Bitter Black and you say, okay, I'm going to collect all the armor, but I'm not going to care about what I get on the Bitter Black stuff. So I'm going to collect all the stuff and purify all the stuff, and, you know, yep, you're at the mercy of RNG, but eventually you're going to get a shadow set. Eventually you're going to get a grave set, you know, the Hellfire set. You may not get what you want on it. You may get crummy bonus enhancements, but if your goal is just to collect every weapon and every armor in the game, then, you know, that's something that can be done, certainly.
I wonder what's inside.
Treasure, perhaps?
But I think the rings, that's overwhelming to me. Oh, that's one of those ugly headpieces. Really hate that one. That and the mistletoe circlet. Always looks like a piece that's like down over the poor pawn's nose. Or is it that the one with the spikes coming out of the head? Yep, the diadem is that. I'm pretty sure. Wait, let's see. Somebody picked it up. Who picked it up? There it is. Yep, that's the one with the spikes coming out of your head. Like, nope. Oh, well, at least you see my Arisen. That's my... And if I don't think Kate can wear that. Yeah, I'm the only one that can. We're not wearing it. Okay. It's pretty good, though, early game, but not many, like I said, people just don't come down here anymore. It's like a lost part of the game. They just don't bother. They're just like, nah, I don't want to come down here. I'm not gonna. But yet, this is your pawns need the knowledge, so you do have to visit like every chamber, and then they learn. I don't know what's over here. Then they get the Everfall, 3 stars. You got to come to every chamber. Okay. All right. I think I am finally at my peak, which is good because I have a lot of these. Yeah. All right. At least we're all light. We're not extra light. So time to go. Because I can't carry. Well, I could carry more, but then I get into where I'm not happy. And we have a lot. Is it out this door? Why, yes. Okay. Why, yes. Make sure. Okay. And yes, I know I didn't have to pick everything up, but I didn't farm this very much with Kate. Like I said, some amazing players on GameFAQs took Kate for me. So we'll head back up top. We have to, because I am totally overburdened. In my own book. Alrighty. Let's dump everything. Nope. Oh, I didn't realize I picked up that many oil flasks either. Okay. She picked up some extra stuff. She didn't even use this. That's what I saw her pick up. Cool. Yeah, this isn't hard for them at all. Just kind of the carrying stuff. She probably doesn't need that, but... Oh, so veteran players will remember Twig Bean. If you remember, do you remember like looking all over for the stuff and buying it up and then selling it for gold? And then they nerfed it? This and carrots. You got it to like just slightly not spoiled, but like it would be whatever the slightly used twig bean, and then you sold it for gold. Hoorah! I remember that so well. Twig bean and carrots. You just bought it up in like mass, and then because it was cheap, and then you sold it for a lot of gold, and then they nerfed it. Yeah, that was like the bomb. I do remember that. So every time I see it, I laugh. I get a big laugh because now it's worth like nothing. So the only game that I know of that's kind of done something like that was like The Witcher 3. They had a um, you needed these, you could sell shells for like a lot and get gold early on. And they realized people were ruining their own game economy. It's a single player game, but you could, ruin your own game economy. And so they nerfed, there was a guy, there were two merchants that stood right next to one another in this one place, Novigrad Square. You bought the shells from one guy and sold it to the other. It was like the shell game. I'm not kidding you. And also these monsters dropped stuff too, and then they made it where like if you tried to, they dropped like these cow hides, and if you tried to, they nerfed that, but they didn't tell anyone, so everybody like blissfully went in and tried to kill these like cows for their cow hides, and then this monster that was super over your level would come and attack you and literally kill you. Like, and so they didn't say anything, and then later they sent in a tax collector to your game and asked you if you cheated the game in any way. It was hilarious. He stopped you on a bridge. So funny how they played that. But that's much later. That's 3 years later than this game, so, All right, let's get Kate what she needs here. She needs some, I need some of those, and she needs some mushrooms, as usual. And Shadow's fine, and everybody else is fine, and we're all good. All right. Now I just think of the stuff. There would have been no way to get a tax collector in this game or some monster that would have, like, totally wiped people out, but, it's funny nonetheless. Okay, so let's see here. We have gone to, I haven't counted, but I will look right now. So I've been to absence, I've been to apprehension, I've been to tragedy. We went to lament, we didn't go inside. We've been to fate. We've been to estrangement. We haven't been there yet. We've been to resolution. Oh, I feel like I missed one. Because there's hope. I did hope, didn't I? Because that's like the last one. Yeah, we did hope. So I don't have very many left to go. I missed, there's one that's got a merchant in it. I didn't see him, so we obviously weren't in there. Yep. And once they did that, once they nerfed it, it did lead rise to the how to get good weapons early, a ton of videos that are out there for Dragon's Dogma. How to get good weapons early, and there must be a ton of them. And they all go back to like 2013, shortly after the nerf, when people could no longer like start up the game and then get gold and early and just buy stuff. Now you had to like figure out a way to earn it, and also you wanted, you used the everybody who plays vanilla remembers the Drake in Devilfire Grove, because you used him to like Dragon Forge all your stuff, and it wouldn't always, because the percentages were so low. You're just like, oh, all right. Hi, buddy. We talked to you already. We don't. I wonder if I fall from here. Oh, I forgot. There's a chest here.
This looks interesting.
Okay. Who picked that up? Give me that. Gem did. I don't think she'll use it, but you never know with these guys. Sometimes you think, nah, they'll not use it, and then they do. All right. I'm not sure which one this is, and have we been here? Chamber of Anxiety. Did I say we were here? Let's see. See, and that's the problem, which is why I had to keep a list back in the day, too, when I did this in earnest. Oh, nope, we have not been here, because I went down the other way instead. So we have not been to Anxiety. This is just a little one. Just a little one. And we were going to get... oh boy, sounds like fun in here. I peeked. I peeked a bit. All right. Yeah, right? Once BBI stuff came out, I know. They're just, I mean, like I saw the trailer, and Pam remembers. You probably remember too. You saw that trailer for the game for Dark Arisen, and I remember seeing what they had Savan dressed in. He had the immortal chest piece on and the Sovereign's mantle, and I was like, oh my God, I have to have that. I had to have it, and they built up the hype for it, but I knew I had to have it. I don't remember what Savan has on his arms and legs, if I'm honest. I'd have to go back and look at the trailer, like find it on YouTube and look it up. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. And because I just remember thinking, "Oh my God, you like you're going to this faraway place, and oh Lord." Hello. Hello, Book Horse. Yep, I kind of knew we were going to get that guy. And Skellies, this is fantastic. Gem needs those things. I love how the ghosts in this game like do that sort of they'll like kind of scoot off to the left and the right. All right. I imagine if I came down here with a warrior pawn and a fighter pawn and that's it. No mage, no sorcerer, no. You could keep those little skellies going forever if you didn't kill that lich, because I bet it's the same as like the lich by the Great Wall. Yeah, I have a feeling other stuff's in that chest too, but don't care. All right. This is a simple chamber if I remember correctly, and I think it's not going to let us. I think this is it. You can go this way, which we already did. This is how we came in, right? Yep, that's how we came in. And this is a simple map, if I remember. Yeah, because there is a no going anywhere zone. And we already saw up those steps too that I can't go anywhere. I mean, it's a nice little template because there's other places that you come in this way and then you fight stuff, I'm picking up gold as if I need it. That's hilarious. Okay. So we are done here. That was quick. That was quickie. Quick. All right, let's see. So we dropped down from God, with the camera. We dropped down from up there. And last time I dropped down from this side, I think, and went that way. So we'll just drop down this way. I don't know where it's going to take me. Because like I said, I don't have the Everfall. Alright. Chamber of Absence. I think we were already here, if I am not mistaken. Sorry, I have to look through my book, because I'm not keeping a notebook page. So, just looking through the book, and again, and making my little marks. It's got marks. This book has got marks. Yep, we were already here. So, we don't have to go here again. And I think I went down those steps and jumped, so I'm going to go off this way and jump. And I think we were here too. Chamber of Remorse. Yep. So that means I needed to go the other way. Woo! because, you know, after a while, the Chamber of Confusion is the one you come in right out of the get-go. Like, that's the one you have to go beat the evil eye at. And so now I'm almost on my path, my routine to get, like, to places. So, which is how I get, like, where I need to go. So, yep, sometimes it takes me a couple of times to fall through here. That's what makes the Everfall super annoying. I'm going to be honest here. Chamber of Distress. We have not been here. Because if you're doing this as part of, like, trying to get your pawn, you know, quest knowledge, well, area knowledge, and monster knowledge, it's annoying. It's annoying as all get out because you're like, oh my god, I've got to do this again. Or if you're doing it because you're trying to get to, say, the Chamber of Fate, you're like, I overjumped. And you kind of almost know, especially if you're in a hurry, you kind of almost know when you overjump. You know, so I go on the other side from the Chamber of Remorse to jump down to get to where I need to go, you know, because I'm like trusting to luck and a very bad memory to get to where I want to go. It's hilarious. But it slowly comes back to me, especially if you're down here like a lot. Especially if you want unique pieces of armor that cannot be found in chests, can't be bought. They're down here in the Everfall. And there's Everfall merchants that sell stuff. Like well, a very good reason. So the game designer originally had it so that there was going to be a tower. And you were gonna climb, like you would, each area was gonna be gated, so you couldn't get past an area till you either did all of the quests or you were a level. So at level 10 you'd go to the next area, and at level and so on and so forth. And he wanted an area where you climbed up like a tower at level, I think it was 70, I think was what he originally, he didn't say, but at max level, and you would climb up, and it was the area where you would kind of where also, I'm combining two terms in one just because his talk was scattered a bit, but it was kind of the central area that connected sort of where the pawns came from, and he had to explain it to his bosses. Like, the pawns come from the rift, you know, and it was a special place, but it wasn't called the rift, so then this is what it became. And if you remember at the beginning of the game, and there's cohesiveness. There is a, you're given hints as to what's down here, and it's something that distorts space and time. It's an evil eye, actually. And so once the dragon dies, and then everything collapses, and you have to come down here and defeat, then what you find is an evil eye. And once you do, then you're in the middle of the rift, which you could see swirling around out there. And it's kind of, because in my world things are going on, and in your world it's like a multiverse, and this is the place that connects the multiverse, or it was the place that connects the multiverse. And the rifts are places where you get your pawns. Wait, we're going upstairs, then we'll go through that door. So he couldn't get his tower in the game, but he did get this in. And I'm probably not telling it right, because I'm thinking of, like, I'm not thinking strictly about it. in a really logical way, like normally when I write about stuff like this or plan anything about lore. I think very logically about it. I write down what I want to say, and then I put it all together. So I'm pulling all my, you're hearing my stream of consciousness thoughts. Are you kidding?
Then take careful aim.
Okay, this has got to be good for Gem, even though she's not saying anything about it. This has got to be good for her, because we just didn't fight all of these random things. I don't need any more of those. I'm not taking any more. Let's see what's over here. Somebody picked it up, probably. Probably another one, so I don't care about that either. Oh, hi.
Strength in numbers have risen.
We have triumphed.
All right. So you can see, let me see if I go over here. Oh, it is going to let me, like, open that. I can't open that door, but obviously I've come in that way before. This is like I always feel like this is their blueprint for Bitter Black in a way, because this is a labyrinth, but it's stretched way out. You know, like it's vertical, so you go, you know, from top to bottom, and Bitter Black is a labyrinth that starts you at the top and you go from the top to the bottom there, but it's more horizontal, so you're going like down, 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 but at least you don't get lost nearly as bad, because not every room looks exactly the same. You can almost tell what bosses are in there, where here you'll get like 2 different sets, and I don't have it memorized anymore. I just don't remember all the bosses in all the rooms. I used to be like, oh yeah, that's the chamber of this, and this chest is over here, and now I've got to go, yeah, this chest holds that, and, you know, and if I God's Bane for that, this is there, and, but I don't anymore. I don't know. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Is this one of those, let's look. Is this one of those areas? We came in here. Okay, or maybe did we come in this way? God! I'll find out in a second, won't I? And I think I said, oh yeah, I want to go upstairs. I did come in that way. Yep, that's what I thought. I want to go in, like, to the other area. Let's see. Don't lock me out. Oh, I mean, you know, this is a typical run for me down here, like getting sort of twisted and turned. But normally I'm not talking. Normally I'm like looking, and I'm going, when I get to an area, I'll explore, come back down around. No one sees kind of like that I've backtracked or anything. So, you know, I can say whatever I like and tell whatever lie I like, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, you know, yeah, man, I never get lost down in the Everfall. I always know where I'm going. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Oh, did I mention I backtracked a lot? Did I tell you that? All right. Yep. Okay, and again, he's not nearly as bad because he's dead. I mean, I don't... That was Gem hitting him, by the way. I mean, I hit him too, but Gem hit him. Oh, we got to get out of there. We're going to get blasted because he still gets his bolide off. He may be dead, but he's still got his bolide off. Yeah. He definitely doesn't drop Thunderwyver horns, that's for sure. So. Or Frostworm Scoot, either. That's right, because he's a frost Frost room. That one. Do I want? No. Okay. I think that's it. And I do believe that's it for this entire chamber. So I think, you know, these assets were built and they kind of just shrunk them a bit because I'll tell you what, if we had this big of an arena without tree roots and all that sort of stuff to fight two dragons in, like in the spar yard, you know, the spar yard is shrunk way down. Plus you have abyss, like an abyss off one end. Yes, you come down a stairway and all is good that way in that you can kind of overlook the balcony and go like, aha, that's who's down there. Where this one you open the door and you wait a second and then the monsters spawn in. You know, so there we go. You can look down, there's more of the rift, little cracks in the floor. Yep, the evil eye, that big one you fight post-dragon that kind of opens up this place. Because if you don't, if you say, well, I'm not going to fight that evil eye, and you go to the next chamber, you're still going to get an evil eye. You get an evil eye every time until you defeat it. So you've got to defeat the evil eye. And then, like, you've unlocked time and space. But only the Arisen can do that. And there we have, there's those two guys beckoning up there. Right up there, you can see them. Their faces are kind of chiseled away almost. All right. And I think we came in. All right. No, I'm not going to do it again. Let's look. Yep, that's where I came in. Because I remember saying, let's go up top and see what's up there. All right. This is very relaxing for me because this is not hard. It's just fun. I'm not God's baning every 2 seconds for armor pieces. I mean, if this was just even up, I just fell in the same place. That's the only thing. If you don't fall far enough, you do get that. I did it again. Trigger happy. Okay, come on. Are you kidding? You never notice those guys up there? Yeah, they're all over, not those particular guys. I'm trying not to go splat, is what I'm trying not to do, so. There are guys at the Tainted Mountain Temple. Alright, so I'm gonna just smack some of these boxes. Oh, I don't care about that. What's in here? Yeah, you can pick it up, Shadow, thank you. I think... Oh, more liquid vim. I'm just finding it all over. This account has been so lucky for finding liquid vim. Alright, where are we? Chamber of Sorrow. We've not been here. I'm pretty sure we haven't. So, I'm slowly, like, knocking these bad boys off. I probably won't get to all of them. This is kind of relaxing, though. Like, hey, a checklist. I haven't done a checklist in a long time, so... let's see. Sorry, because I don't have my book memorized either, and it's quite well worn with lots of little notes everywhere and doodles and everything else. So Chamber of, where are we again? Sorrow, right? Yep. All right, Sorrow. So this is another fun one with an arena in it. Okay. Yep, and there's the eternal knot. If you see, so which goes with the story. Yeah, just well, you know, and for again, like if you're trying to figure out how do I get my pawn bestiary knowledge? Because believe it or not, like there's a couple of things veteran players look at. They do look at pawn bestiary knowledge. I would say, I don't know, I cannot speak to PC players, but I would say they too, a lot of people there are also looking for bestiary knowledge. On the Switch, you know, when I'm looking at a pawn, I'm looking to see, hey, do they have knowledge in this area? Okay, so now I'm going to step back and say I have a basically a brand new pawn on the PC because I've had to start over. I'm on my third start over, and I don't mean like I saved those files. I literally corrupted the files. I screwed up and, you know, don't know what happened to the first one, don't know what happened to the second. So I'm on my third, and I've asked some people to hold on to my pawn just for a second, make sure nothing's gone wrong. And so far everything's right. But you have to put the time in also. You have to put your pawn up for hire and everything like that. So the population of people playing is big on the PlayStation 4. Like there's a lot of people that play here. And there's a lot of people that look for that sort of stuff and friends. Okay, so this is I am almost certain this is the chamber. Yep, I bet if I get around here, this is the chest. Yep, this is the chest. So this chest right here, I'm just gonna, it's either the dragon blood or the dragon roar. I think this is the chest that holds the dragon roar. I'm not going to Godsbane for it, but if you ever wanted to know where it was, it's in the Chamber of Sorrow with all the little tentacle guys. You got to get here and save before the tentacles like start up again, or pawns get into combat, battle stance in other words, because once they do, you can't save and you have to wait for them to get out of it. So this chest right here, I think either holds a dragon blood or a dragon roar. I forget which. I'm not going to God's Bane for it though, because I already have them. So I'm going to come down here because I think this is where we get an evil eye in this door. Pretty sure we do, because we saw the little tentacles. Yep, there it is. I'm just going to stay out of its way because all right, Gem, scale an evil eye. She's gonna try. Uh-oh. I'm passing stuff on. I just noticed I got into picked up a lot of junk again. This is one of the few enemies that doesn't rot away either. It just lays there bubbling. I think if you wait, it just stays there. It doesn't like melt away. It just looks horrible. And did you know that came from a dragon's eye? A dragon's, yeah. So those teeth aren't dragon's teeth, or they're not teeth, they're eyelashes from a dragon. From Grigori, as a matter of fact. Hey, there's a fact I bet you didn't know. Yep, that came from Grigori, that thing. Makes you wonder where the gazer came from, because it's really big. It's a really big evil eye. Alright. So, I'm pretty sure I have scoured everything. I think that's how we came in. I don't think this is the chamber that has the... Oh, wait, did we come in this way though? Because it's got no, actually it didn't. Oh, from the Ur Dragon? Yeah, but you know, what about that first? I don't think Ur Dragon, because if you think about it, the Ur Dragon's like a cursed dragon, and you know how the cursed dragons don't really have eyes? Not really. And the Yer Dragon's like a proto. He's first dragon. That's what Yer means. He's first dragon. And he travels in between the rifts. So, you know, I think the Gazer's just the Gazer. You know, like he's just his own unique sort of take on things. All right. All right, good, good, good. We did. All right, those two chests right there, I know for a fact hold really good bows. I think it's the bows. Yep. I'm almost certain. And it was like one of the hardest things to do because, like, you know, the pawns see the goblins and that. In the meantime, while your back is turned, they're opening a chest. So I'm pretty sure these two here, I had to look them up. See, you're in battle stance, so you can't. And it's this one too. And I am not God's baning for it. Oh, Gem sent him flying.
I'll take that.
Watch for those tentacles.
Strength in numbers arisen.
Let's see. Any more? Any else? Anything else? Anywhere? Double checking, double checking, double checking. Nope. I think. Is that a door? All these illusions. Alright. I think we're outie. Oh, a room. Oh, that's right, we're on hard mode. Hence, we're getting the.
Watch for its spells. This should change the stakes.
Let us watch. Wait.
Oh wait, I'm just gonna stand back because
I lent you your weapon with pony.
little evil eyes.
They grow frenzied. Triumph. Treasure, perhaps?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh yeah. Boo. Boo boo. Where am I going? Have no clue. Am I out? Am I out yet? Alright. Yeah.
Meddlesome thing.
I want to say
Watch for those tentacles. Strength in numbers arisen.
we're on the other side. From the area that I was just here. But across the way. So we got teleported. Because I'm pretty sure we came in. I bet if this chest is open, is it? No. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because I didn't take anything out of it, so it automatically closes back. Okay. I think we're done. Yes. Yes, girl, we're done there. Alright, let's see. I'm looking to see where I can fall next and what's next. So, what's over on this side? Sorry, I have to look because I kind of, two of the places look alike. So the Chamber of, like, Lament, I always recognize what it looks like from afar, but then when I'm just randomly jumping down here and not using my certain stepwise way to get down to like the Chamber of Fate and the Chamber of Lament, then I get like totally bamboozled and lost. So we'll just go this way because why not? Alright, where are we? Chamber of Resolution. So, alright, we have already been. Okay. We have already been, so I think we'll drop off this way. Yep, we're at the bottom. This is where I hate like doing this because now you start at the top and God knows where you're gonna fall. I just want to grab onto something and not splat. Oh, I didn't. I am... Alright. I think I was at hesitation already. pretty certain. It feels like I was. Feels like I was. Let me look. Alright, so oh no, I haven't. Alright. I have not been to Hesitation. Awesome. So I think, I'm looking here and let's see, 1, I'm just counting, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I might have been at that one, 7, all right, 8, 9, 10, ooh, girl, 11, 12, 13, so I'm missing 4, inspiration, I'm missing, whoa, let's see, remorse, why do I feel like we were there? Apprehend, nope, I was there. I'm just confusion. I might actually be like have them all. All right. It's the quickest stream I'll ever have done if I. No, girlfriend, I'm not taking you.
What's this?
Oh yeah, this is the one where you get like outside of it, you pick up the platinum rings, like 2 of them. She was trying to get in on the action, and like I said, I am pretty certain that I think other than at the beginning, you don't get the Chamber of Confusion again. You get it one time, and that's it. All right, that's right. Saurians maybe are in here. Okay, don't care about that. Yep, there's some. There are some. There's one right up there. All right. Well. I want that because, yeah. Do you remember too how the Pam? You probably do. How the purple crystal was like the hardest thing ever to get, like ever. I forget what we needed it for even, but it was like right up there with blood red crystals. You know, really hard to get. You had to try to get to the chambers that had these guys in it. I forget what armor piece or weapon needed to have it, but oh. All right. Yeah, there we go. One of these days I'm going to look it up again. They were so dear you could hardly. Whoop. And you had to get this chamber. I think this was the one that these guys were in. And they didn't always drop them. They still don't always drop them. But now it's moon shimmer pelts. I think that's what it is. You're always looking for moon shimmer pelts. They're like, oh, I got 2. Thanks. I need more than 2.
This looks interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to let me pick up much more. Moon shimmer is. So you end up having to replicate them. The purple crystals were the ones I remember from vanilla. I don't remember what armor or weapon specifically needed it, You know, whether it was a bow, I don't remember. I'm going to have to look it up, you know, just out of curiosity for later, to see, hey, what was that? Because everybody was looking for those things. You always saw, all right. Okay, now let's watch my miserable attempts here. Because I got to get rid of the undead first. The undead go first.
Let's strike its head. Its head's rear up just before its mouth. I'll grab hold of it. It's not our way. I'll strike its neck from here.
This is the one place where the pawns actually don't see the undead. Like, they actually, it's one of the few places where they don't focus on the little guy. They focus on the big guy. Okay, come on, grow back another one. You know you want to. There we go. It isn't, it only is when you have the quest active, otherwise it's not. I already did that one, and if you have the quest, it's the only way those 2 dire drakes are in there. Otherwise, it's not that hard. Because it just won't randomly spawn 2. You have to have the quest. It's the only way the 2 dire drakes will show up in the Chamber of Fate. Otherwise, they won't. Yes, sauce. Did my... It did again. Okay. But yeah, because I was already there, and that was the one thing I've noted. It's the same. Like, if you go in there, you're gonna get like a lich or 2 liches. You're gonna get like the Gore Chimera or the Chimera. Forget which exactly. The Gore Chimera, the lich, and 2 liches and a Gore Chimera or something. And you absolutely. But if you have the quest, then you'll get the... Sorry, I'm clicking to pick up stuff that this guy will drop on occasion. Okay, because it's not the poisony kind. So, yeah. Yep. So when I went in there, without... I don't have the quest. I've done the quest a long time ago. So... Let's see. Yeah, you can see. That's the last quest I did. I did it a long time ago. Doesn't look that way, but yeah. Once you get that done, and then that's another one, 2 that you get, and these are just ones I picked up, but I did these a long time ago. Like a long time ago. So all I have is that, and it keeps wanting. If I do this quest now, all I'm going to get is 50,000 gold. I'm not going to get another savior ring, because you only get 1 per save file. I've already gotten one, and I've already gifted it. So I did the quest on my first playthrough, got the ring and gifted it to Shadow, and then when it was Shadow's turn, I got the ring, and in fact I think Kate might be, let me look, Kate might be wearing 2. Oop, wrong place to look. I think she might be wearing 2. Yeah, she is. So she's got both of them from my main account and then this. And then Shadow's got 1. Because, you know, here we can't conjure like rings out of thin air. You gotta like spend to get. And my main account's particularly lucky. So I've got really good stamina and strength rings and stuff on that account but my other accounts, not so much. Plus, they're my alt accounts as well, so I don't really. I go for the armor, the weapons, and the things I want for like my pawn, and then I don't really go into any more than that. I get stuff gold forged, but I don't spend a lot on it. All right, we were already on this side. We can leave, can't we? Yes, we can. Right? Okay, that's out this way. Whoa, the camera did a weird thing. Maybe it was my eyes. I'm not sure. So there's so I probably will never, and it drove someone nuts. This quest, me having it before I did my hard mode game playthrough, they saw this and they were like, "Why do you have that still up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because I don't want another ring, or like another ring. I don't need another ring." So I did it anyway, and I got the gold. But then you get the hard mode playthrough, and don't forget, like I went to Grigori on this account. I actually went to Grigori super early, fought him, got the dragon like weapons that he gives you as a gift. Those are super helpful. And I went immediately to Bitter Black with Kate, and I leveled her up right away. So then once we got there, I didn't even do a new game plus. I came down into the Everfall, I'm pretty certain, and did a few what I had to do down here, but nothing, didn't like wander around too much. Switched to hard mode, so that means starting the game all over again. You know, beat Grigori. I don't even think I bothered. I think I went right to Bitter Black and just stayed on hard mode to level 200. So I've gotten that quest, Trappings of Evil, several times. And so I don't get a Savior Ring anymore. So I don't care if I don't get it done, because it's never going to give me another one. I'd have to, like, make another account, which is going to happen. So I probably picked up a lot of junk, too, and stuff you can pick up in Bitter Black. I gave too much to Gem. Oh, God, because you know why? Because then I'd have 4 on the PlayStation uh, 4. Well, I already have 4. Then I'd have 5. I'd lose my mind. I lose my mind. I have 2 on the Switch, 1 on PC. Like, help me. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right, what did Gem pick up that I didn't want her to? She doesn't need that. What's she picked up? Oh, she doesn't need that. What's Kate picked up that I don't want her to have? Ooh. Oh. Okay, now I'm getting greedy with this stuff. Probably ought to sort. That would help me. That would organize my brain a little. I have no idea. Oh, that's right. I picked that stuff out of chests. That's why my eyeballs didn't even see it. All right. So, let's see. We need inspiration. That's basically, no, that's the name of a, seriously, that's the name of a chamber. We need inspiration. We need woe. I keep thinking we went to remorse and I forgot to check it off, which is a frequent thing about me and lists. Why I don't like paging through a book, because if I get, and talking at the same time, because if I get to talking, I've already done the Chamber of Confusion, and you don't get that one again. That's like the starting area. I'm pretty certain where you get the evil eye. I don't think you get that one again. Um, all right. I feel like I got remorse. Well, we've all had remorse, you know. um, but you know, we've all had those. Oh, golly. I just had a flashback there. Now I'm cracking myself up. Woe is me. Oh boy, I have some remorse over what I did that time, you know. Inspiration though. That's the one. I think I'm only missing those two. So let's see where we get. No, because I'm actually because it's resetting my brain because I couldn't sit in my gaming chair today. I really couldn't. And actually, if I was thinking about stuff, if I actually went, all right, now that place feels like we haven't gone there, but I don't think I can get there from here. I do not have remorse. I'm glad we came here. My only thing was trying to figure out which account to go on. Should I go on my like gem account basically and go from there, or should I go on Shadow? Kate is almost maxed out. She is like inches of being maxed out, and I don't think I can get there from where I'm at. Pretty certain I can't. And anyway, I might have been there because, you know, after a while, these places all look alike. So we'll just try the straight down drop. Let's see where that takes us. So let's see. Remorse. So I said maybe we didn't come here. Or that we did. But I didn't check it. So that's, you know, so I still think everybody should come down here. If you need your pawn to get bestiary knowledge so they get hired out, you know, because, you know, you're trying to get a leg up on your competition, then bringing them down here is an option. You know, just maybe you and your pawn, especially if you're high level, you and your pawn can handle it. But I'll tell you what, somebody who's low level, who needs rift crystals, by fighting all these monsters, no, they're not the monsters that you get. I am missing the one place that has the one merchant in it. Actually, there's two places with merchants, and I'm missing those two chambers. So that's what I'm absolutely missing. I'll come around here. Maybe he's here. Let me look.
They wander still, bereaved.
There he is.
Good day.
Joy. So, you know, you can take a lower level pawn into the Everfall, post-dragon. They will survive it. And you don't have to be picking them up every 2 seconds. Like a level 14 pawn can come down here and survive Everfall. They won't survive Bitter Black. Well, they'll survive it just based on your own skills. But the problem is you're constantly picking them up. They're constantly in ill health, and even higher level pawns. I had a pawn that had basic armor on, basically, and she might have been good for all I know, but she was constantly running in the red. And eventually, you know, then the dragon, I just let dragon roars wipe her out every time, and because at least then she'd go back to half health. And that's no way to live, kind of. You know, you get tired of picking that pawn up. After a while, you're like, nah, I'm over it, you know.
Well met, Arisen. Hans, choose as you will.
All right, so this guy sells decent, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, he sells these. Whoops. Let's go here. He'll sell those, so I always buy them. He sells the Dappledore. You remember that you can only get from metal golems. Like, a lot of these things you could only get from those rare monsters, so you had to go fight them. You know, things I buy them anyway. I'm silly that way just because my memory remembers the fact that they were hard to get. And he sells like a lot of good weapons. So he sells the Carnation, Wounded Heart, he sells Dragon's Pain, Frigid Finger, I mean, Sable Sentinel, Fey Whisper. You know, I'm going to buy it. I don't need it, but I think this is, I'm not sure if this is one that can be gifted though. But I'm going to buy it anyway, as well as that. I have enough of those. Nope. And he also sells, yep, he sells that. I have those. Crimson Plate I don't have, so I'm going to buy it. No, nobody here can wear it. He sells the Twilight Manakee, the Grizzly Greaves. I probably sold those a long time ago, but I'm going to buy them again. And then a bunch of rings. Then I'm going to sell a bunch too here to him, finally. Because I've got enough. Alright.
Choose as you will, sir.
Alright, now I can get rid of some stuff. Okay, yay! Because we certainly picked up our fair share of junk down here. Yay! Holy cow, I had no idea I collected that much of that. I mostly toss that stuff out. I don't use it. It's too heavy. I don't like it. So I just toss it. One day I'll figure out what. I don't use a lot of this stuff I don't use at all. Like once you get to a certain point, you're just like, I'm over it. Oop, nope, I always keep those just in case I'm ever going to do another playthrough on this. I might need it. Oh, with the one affinity, yeah, the one guy, I've already got him maxed out, so the guy up near the, whatever, the wall, but, you know, like, I probably have everybody, alright. I'm selling this stuff, right? Look at this. Yeah, this is all. Wow, I couldn't even. Okay. Da 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 da. Think I have enough skulls if I ever do that quest? And that's when the game never gives it to you? Because you're like, yeah, we see you've maxed that out. We're not giving that quest on the notice board ever to you again, ever in your life. Never. Surging Light, that's the one I was thinking of way back at the beginning of the game, and I said that's the one you can't really find down here. At least I've never found it, but it probably is in some chest, possibly somewhere. I have no idea where. Now you're seeing all my stuff. Don't care. Alright, so that's my proof of starting over. You get another Eternal Fairy Stone. Neat little thing that you get if you are on normal mode and then you go to hard mode. It will start you over and give you another Fairy Stone. It's great. Yeah, yep. Alright, let's see. I think that's it. Oh, nope. I don't use the other arrows, and I don't think. Let's see what I can sell here. Got enough of those. I have a lot of long bows and stuff. because I tend to play bow classes a lot, so I go for it. God, I need to get rid of some of those. All right.
Choose as you. I am ever at your.
Let me see. Is
I
there
am
anything
sworn.
else?
Choose as you will, sir.
Oh, just double checking here. Oh, that's right. He sells this too. So why not? Yeah, that's me vaping. Sorry. Sorry about that. Because then I can think. I know I have 81 of them, but you never know. You can never have too much of that. Oh, Lord. All right.
I am ever at your service.
Yeah, I actually, yeah. I actually. Darth Vader. I am your father, Luke. I am in a weird mood. Oh, God. All right, so let's hit up the chamber of something or another. God knows where I'm at. We're in the chamber with joy. The chamber of remorse. And joy is in here. So I guess things are looking up. Which is hilarious, right? We're in remorse, but there's joy. So things must be looking up. Eventually we're going to get to the, I think, one last one that I have. Whoa, I think is all I'm missing. Oh. Oh, that's right. I can't even see where I'm at. There I'm at. Oh, this is when I miss like having my Barahir with me, because man, oh man, can a Strider climb. Oh, no, no. Up, up, up on his head. Okay, need to go on his arm. Oh! Woo! Almost had one of my famous gaffes. Yeah, those guys all get down there. They're like, yeah. Don't rush down here, Master. It's okay. We have this under control. Oh, Shadow, my hero. I love Gem, just like bam, 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 and then they're gone. They are like, they go flying. It's hilarious. I think that's it. I think I can't go anywhere else. Yeah, that door's locked. There's those guys looking down at us again. There's the rift going by in the trees. Obviously stunted. Very sad place. Alright, anything here? No. No. Let's see what's here. Sometimes I just leave it up to the pawns, you know? I mean, I have enough confidence in my own ability that I don't need to, like, prove anything. And after all, I made them, so that just shows I know kind of what I'm doing. Kind of fun to sick the pawns on stuff. And they're like, yep, we got this, master. We know what we're doing. Alright, lots of gold. Eventually it just doesn't even... I think it subtracts after a while. I swear.
What's this?
Oh, God. Alright. Well, we're done. Our time is done here, so that just leaves, like, a couple more places, I think. Yep. I checked here, right? I know I did, but, you know, I'm paranoid, so now I'm like, okay. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Onward. But yeah, let's say, again, you know, you're trying to, like, maybe help out a friend. They've got a super low level pawn. This is the place to take them. That pawn will survive, and will also, your friend will thank you because they will get, like, especially if they're low level, they will get bestiary knowledge of the practical kind. Because the stuff they learn about down here is like the reduced, like not as hard. Yes, that's a Grim Goblin, and yes, that's a, you know, a Chimera, and that's a Gore Chimera. But I swear to you, they're not nearly as tough as what you run into on Bitter Black, taking that same level 14 pawn through. You know, which it will struggle, you know, a lot of times. And anyway, they don't earn much because of their level. If they're level 14, they just don't earn much because they're already 25 levels under you. You know, and that's where it caps at, 25 below, 25 above. All right. Ooh. Oh, so that, see where the puffs of smoke are coming out of? That's, and what was really crazy was yesterday there was a, Grace was called, and it was really obvious on my PC that the smoke was coming out of there, and I knew that's where I had to jump, and I was like, I've never noticed it before. It doesn't come out of any other place. That's like the special place. That's like the special place where, like, somebody special lives. All right, we're going to jump and see if we can't hit right below us and see if we can't get to this place. I think this is where I want to go. Let's see. Let's see if this is the last place. Chamber of Distress. Oh, I've already been here. Oh, I need inspiration. I need inspiration. Yeah, because I've been everywhere. So, I'm looking now. I've been everywhere. Whoa. Woe and inspiration. And estrangement. Oh, nope, I was there. I was there too. So I've been everywhere. And remorse. Better check that off. We were just there. Okay, so I really just have a couple, and that means that I may have to try to jump from the top. And, you know, this is where what I do is, we all do it. Come on. No one has this thing memorized anymore. You go online, you go to the wiki, you like pull up the maps, and you're like, okay, I've got to go from here to here to here to here to here. And you then like attempt to make those like sort of crisscross jumps from like starting at a certain chamber. And you're like, okay, that's going to get me there. So did I already go to just, yeah, I was already here. I was already here. I was already at Distress. So, yeah, I checked that one off. We saw that one. So, yeah, I just need Woe. Because, got it. Yep. Already got the worm, the frost worm. So yeah, I just need Woe. Woe has the, I'm looking now at my book. Now this, again, it's a book, so it's old. But the only thing that's kind of wrong in it is not the enemies so much as what the chests have. So I'm wondering, I'm gonna go stand on something, see if what I can see, if I can get there. Oh, that's right, invisible wall. Well, I haven't been there yet, so that's the thing. Been to every place. Woo, let's see what this is. Ah, have I been to Estrangement? See, I'm keeping a list that I started at the beginning of the stream. It's not really a list. I'm actually going through my book. And I have... Oh, I missed that one too. So here's where I've been so far. Hope, confusion. Confusion you get right away. Anxiety, absence, hesitation. I want to say apprehension, but I might not have checked it off. Remorse, tragedy, lament, but I didn't go inside because I don't need to. Fate, distress, estrangement. So I've been to sorrow, resolution. I haven't been to inspiration, and I've been to hope. So I'm missing one. If anybody was counting, but no one was. Two. I think three just. I think just three. So I've been here already.
Trunk of all the branching worlds, the very root.
I'm going to try to drop here, but I think I was here already too. Sorrow, yep, was here. See if I can't jump off towards that one. I think I was here. Some of them are, you know, and when you want to get to a couple of them, you can't. Resolution. Why do I feel like I wasn't here? Because there's so damn many of them, that's why. So let's see. I'm going to go through my book, and it might be missing one. All right. And that's when I would pull up my iPad, or, you know, my phone, and I would start looking. And I'd be like, yeah, you know. All right. So is my book missing one? Does it really matter? You know, so this, again, I'm going to open that up. Sorry. I have to keep it. Resolution. I think I was here already. Yep, I was. So, been here, done that. Okay. So, I think Nah, actually, because, you know, my thing will be, if I don't get to all of them shortly, then, you know, I'm not too upset about it. Hope. I was here already. Because I even made a comment about, oh, hope, you know. So I know I was here. So that means, actually, that what I have to do is probably start at the top to get to the other ones. Because now we're at the very, very bottom. So I can give it a whirl and hope I miss or hit it. But, you know, if I don't, because you're at the very bottom when you hit hope. And some people have this down, and, you know, again, when you do it a lot, you tend to, you start to go, yeah, I got to go to the left, now I got to go to the right, you know, now I got to go to the left. So I've already been here as well, and I really need those ones I need. I mean, I don't, because I did this all once before, but, yeah, I really need the ones I need. So I've got those, been here. So now I'm back sort of because I keep going the same way. I keep going the same way, and I think I jumped from there, and I really needed to go over there. That's where I needed to go from up top, because that's up there is kind of where she's standing with like the little riftstone things. Pretty certain. Let's see if I can't. Map. Remorse. Been here. Distress. Okay, now we're starting over. You know what? We're going to go right. We're going to do it another way. We're just going to lift back up and go another way. That was me and Darth Vader. That was Darth Vader. He just showed up.
Have your pick, or will it be today?
Ooh. I want to look at my stash of stuff. I don't know. I've never met him. I've never met the fellow personally. Well, I mean, other than a minute ago, but then he teleported out, you know. He had great remorse and he wanted to go meet Joy, so, you know, he left immediately. He's just like, oh man, she's never gonna find inspiration, ever. So he left. He just boogied out. Alright, let's see. Well, the good thing is I'm going to do something very quickly, and that might help. Now, normally what I would do, actually, is, rather than keep jumping, a lot of times what I do is log out of the game, and I log back in. And then I start that jumping process all over again, and somehow that seems to reset. Like, I'm sure that that's full of BS, but it resets something in maybe my brain, or I jump from here. That's another place I've jumped from versus like walking down through the Everfall. I'll jump from this spot. But yeah, I try different things to reset kind of where I'm going, because otherwise I fall into a pattern. It's only because of like always getting the Bitter Black quest, coming here, needing to get to Fate right away, like to kill the 2 dire drakes, and then, you know, previous to that, it was jumping down to get to the Chamber of Lament to fight the online Near Dragon during Grace. Because I did that a lot, actually. And then I went to New Game Plus, and I'm like, whew, now I could just access it from a little stone, you know, in Starfell Bay. And then that's when I said, I don't really want to fight the Ur Dragon anymore. It doesn't really matter to me. So, you know, then there's that. Alright, so we might as well just stack up on this stuff right now. Alright, we're good. We don't need the other stuff. I don't think. Let's see. I haven't bought any of that for a while. What else can I buy? Haven't bought any of that for a while. Been pretty active on this account, so hence why there's a lot. There's things I haven't. I don't need much of that, and I'm pretty sure we don't need any of that. Alright. Yep. Because we're on hard mode, you get gold like it's... And we're still in the vanilla side of the game, so we'll jump from here. Let's see what we get. Let me see if I can direct myself over to a different side and see if I can get myself to fall there. Alright. So... yeah, come on, let me just... Okay. We've been here. I already know. Apprehension. We've been here. Yeah, I need inspiration. Come on, give me inspiration. I need inspiration or woe. Which I'm pretty certain... Yep, it's sending me down my route. Already had tragedy. That's lament right there. I already know from the smoke coming out of it that's lament. Fate is over here, just kind of right underneath us. So, yep, I'm in my usual spot. This is fate. Yeah, don't need that. Okay, so I fell to the wrong side again. Estrangement. I was here.
We stand at the trunk of all the branching worlds, the very root.
I think we're going in circles, and so... Oh, inspiration! Woo! Okay. Finally. Finally, we got inspiration. So that just leaves woe, and if I don't get to woe, well, I'm not too worried about it, because I'm reaching the end here. So, yes. So just woe is left. Yay! Have no idea what's in woe. I didn't look purposely. That's right. I have been here before with the girls. I remember that because... and I've been here, I should say, with Gem, because it's one of the first things that she got 3 stars in was Wraiths. I remember being so excited. Up.
This looks interesting.
So maybe I did farm the Everfall with her already. Like on that account.
Lightning courses through them. Skeleton sorcerer. Draws the light from its host.
We need magic to fell this beast.
Strength in numbers, Arisen.
Alrighty. Yep, just more wake stones. Yeah, you know, and I was doing it kind of because I won't know till I turn her in, and she's not said, oh, I've learned something. And I've run into that before. And, you know, where you don't know till the pawn gets returned. And then you pick them up and they're like, I've learned this or that or whatever it is. So I do know for Gem that we've been down here. We've been down here, but because that's my last memory of like taking her down through the Everfall as a Mystic Knight so I could practice. Perfect blocks and stuff like that down here against like a little tougher enemy than what you get in Grand Soren. And, you know, some magical enemies too, so that you're like learning a different strategy. Whoa! Whoa! Of course I splatted. So I'm thinking, you know, that I've already come down here. I know I probably came down here with Kate to farm wake stones back in the day, because this is an excellent place to farm wake stones and like other stuff. that you need for, like, whoop, whoop, what was that? What was that?
This looks interesting.
Dragon blood rings down here, especially if you're not capable of getting through,
I'll take
well,
that.
you're early level and you can't get through Damon quite yet, you know. Not later, early. And you're like, oh god, I need a dragon blood ring, and so you come down here because things are doable down here. So I'm almost certain I did come down here because, like I said, 3 stars in race. I was so surprised that she got it right away. Okay, I think that's it. We are done. We're done, darling. I think we are done. We will try jump, and if we get woe, that'd be great. I know we've met Joy, and we've met the other merchant there that stands up there next to Quince. We've met him, and I might be wrong, but isn't there a third merchant down here? So Delic, Joy, and I want to say there's another pawn that's a merchant down here, but I might be mixing him up with somebody else. All right, let's see. So we got inspiration. So that just leaves woe. That might be woe right beneath us here. That'd be sweet if it was. Hope. I think I already got hope. Yeah, we're at the bottom. So, yeah, we're at the very, very bottom. And I think, you know, woe is somewhere up near the top. I'm going to look. It's not important that I get to it tonight. I'm almost done anyway. We're going to go back up. And we're going to go here because this is where I'm going to start the next time I play. I'm going to send the girls back to their respective owners, which is me, but not me. We're not going to do Bitter Black. And I just wanted to have a different place to go. I couldn't think of where I wanted to go. And on my Switch, on my alt account, I just switched over to hard mode. So I'm running through Bitter Black, basically. But I have all of the main story to do, which I'll eventually get to. Because I really hate having to walk from Cassardus to Grand Soren. So I have 2 quests I need to get out of the way, but I need to be able to sit in my gaming chair, and I haven't been able to do that for about a week now. So I've just not able to physically. So I wanted to do something, you know, that I haven't done, and I haven't done the Everfall. And you hardly ever see anyone do the Everfall. They're either doing main story because they're early game, or they're doing Bitter Black. And you can't blame people for either of those places, because the main story is how you get some really good stuff. You get the Worm King ring, you get your God's Bane blade, you get a lot of other things. You get Fornival if you do things right, and then he sells you amazing items that allow you to do things in Bitter Black, you know, at an early level. And then you come here and you're looking for armor and weapons, you know, a lot of times. So then you get caught up in the farming thing, especially if you're looking for specific bonus enhancements on your armor and weapons. Like I'm still looking for Gem, for example. The only thing I'm missing for her is actually the right boots. I do have the slightly increases maximum item carry capacity, but what I want are these, which are increases maximum item carrying capacity. That's what I want for her, and I've gone through a lot of level 3 armor and I still haven't gotten them, you know. And of course I need a duplicate set for my Mystic Knight if I ever decide to play it again. Doubtful. I have the Graves, not the Graves set, but the Sinners set, and that's good enough for me. I always put the best stuff on my pawn anyway, because that's who gets hired out. So, anyway, yeah, so this is Gemmalady. We're going to end the stream right here because it's been going on for like 3 hours, close to 3 hours. And so thanks everybody for stopping by. So I had Pam here and Book Horse here. And also, yes, I am the astronomer. And I also had, I know Photon is at a Ravens game. I hope no comment because he knows where I live actually. Outer Passion Zone was here, and Slayer was here, Raider was here with two apostrophes, and Black Ranger was here, and so I'm very happy. Got a few people to stop by on a actually a nice Saturday night. I mean, it was close to 60 degrees where I live. Totally unheard of in January, unless we're going to get a blizzard like the next day or within 2 days. I'm nervous now because the last time the weather went to 58 degrees, we got snowed and really cold for a few days after. So, and this it's January in Ohio where I live in Ohio, and when it gets cold, if you remember last year, we got that bomb, and it was really, really cold. So, snow's headed my way. Okay, Photon, snow's gonna be heading your way. I'm not sure where he lives. I just know what football game he's at, so I'm assuming. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you again on Monday night. And probably be on my Switch, but I can't guarantee. It's only if I can get in that chair and feel better. So, you guys all have a great night, and chat with you all later. Bye.